So I did make sure I charged the batteries this time.
Yeah, I noticed that this morning.
I don't know if they were knocked or I don't know, probably me just forgetting to put it in. This will be a much more smoother stream. See, I can stream off that and this. Probably confusing the hell out of everybody, but anyway. I'll twig, maybe. If they want to jump in, they can. If they don't, they don't. And I can see the screen a bit better too.
Yeah.
Look at that. Just don't walk right behind me because when I do that, you end up running up my back end.
Yeah.
It's actually probably not a good idea to stream on two things because people could be watching one thing and not really realising that you're on this one sort of thing.
One counteracts the other.
Anyway, to be there for another day. But it's a lot smoother ride for the gimbal. Here comes my neighbours, they'll just want to talk rubbish to me. He's up to no good, that one. G'day Paul, g'day Jan, how are you? Yeah, not too bad, thanks. They're the ones from across the road.
Yeah.
I took him into the car yard the other day for a look.
Mm.
Oh, but you did. You was there.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
$145,000 vehicle.
Yeah.
The Ram.
That's all right, I forgot it was you.
Yeah, he wasn't willing to do a trade for your screw money.
Yeah, that's right. Hey. Harry Taylor, how are you, mate? Wednesday Walkabout. Tell you, Dad, I'm hoping to get the Goliath coming in an hour or so. I might miss it, but I might not. Taskforce has cut up a boat. What do you mean, Harry? What boat? And where? And why? Or are you talking about the tugboats? Yeah, it's heaps smoother this way. Like this, just holding it instead of being lazy. I was just being lazy when I was old, mate. I still need to learn how to use this gimbal. That's the first time I got a full shot of that hotel. Still looks horrible. Oh, the tugboats, yeah, I know, mate. Yep. They probably already been cut up. Already been done. I still haven't rang Andrew. Oops. Oh well. G'day, JJ. How are you? Don't know how I'm going to do this when I get my coffee. I'll probably just have to get you to carry it across, and I can park myself here somewhere and just... I could just park myself there anyway and get you to run across, couldn't I?
Able to get the coffees,
Yeah. Oh. But it's always good looking. There's always someone to have a look at. Oh yeah. Watch yourself, mate. Yeah, JJ, they are good. This thing here gets up to 20 k's an hour. Don't know what that is mile an hour. And yeah. Blooming local idiots. The local drunks. Yeah, it is so clean apart from the blooming dirty, blooming homeless nuts. Off their heads they are. I'd say there's been a new batch of ice come into the town because on my police scanner I've been hearing lots and lots of different stuff. And thank God that was in after the first 8 minutes. I'll come across anyway. Yeah, so we're just going for a little wander. Me Wednesday weekly wander. Go and grab a coffee over here and then we'll walk back up towards the mouth of the river and yeah. Happy days, I hope. Turn his speed up a bit so we get across the road without getting hit by something. Anyway. Yeah, so we just go and grab a coffee from over there. Oops. Sorry about the noise. Get a Macca's coffee. And then come back here across this road, along here, have a look at the boat. Wander out along the walking track to the mouth of the river. And hopefully watch a ship come in. Maybe. What I hope for and what happens is two different things. It's all logistical. Double shot flat white, please.
Yeah, that's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
What size?
Large.
Large?
So, all right, we'll go around here and turn around. Yeah, I've had this scooter for quite a few years now. It's been really handy. Certainly helps you get out and about, that's for sure. Alright JJ, no worries, sleep well, and yep, thank you very much, appreciate that. Don't be a stranger, although I have, but anyway. But yeah, catch up. Stay safe. Oh, it's just sit here and people watch, and I don't know how I'm going to do this when I've got my coffee. I suppose I'll just have to, I don't know. I'll figure it out, I suppose. I'll get Mick to carry it across the road. I should nick off across the road now anyway, because there's nothing to see here. So we'll go across the road, you'll know where we're at. Go and sit by the river. Not very good gimbal using skills still, but anyway. Yeah, Mick will know we're over here. I'd rather just sit over here and you've got at least something there to look at. You look up the river there a bit, look down the river. Bike rider behind us, just what's the train? That's looking down the river. We'll end up going down there in a minute. So, as soon as I figure out how I'm going to balance it, because I don't really want to cable tie this to the thing today because it's just too bouncy. I'll find a spot down there and then I'll have my coffee and then I could always park there next to the sign and then you can have a look at the sign. Oh dear. There you just go. It's what they call Roundhouse Park back this way, back through there. Back in the day, where the railway used to have their roundhouse and their workshops and stuff. And they had their turntable there too, once upon a time. So they could turn the locomotives around and all that. And yeah. Bit of history. I can remember when the roundhouse was there. Most young people haven't got a clue that it was there in the first place. Here comes Mick, he's found us. We'll go down here a bit. Yeah, little platform to nowhere. But yeah, that's the railway to Burnie, sort of thing. I'll get you just hang on to that for a sec.
Right.
I'm not going in there. Go over there. We'll just see if we'll go here and just have a look at the boat for a sec so I can have my coffee and sit here and look at the pretty little boat. Because I can't really drive and hold at the same time. I'm not prepared to cable tie today because they're still carrying on like tweets. I don't know what had happened. What if I did that? That's not going to work. No, I'm going to hold just. So you're doing that, stuffs the video up, stuffs the stream up by fumbling around and I was here to even watch the boat unload for a little bit. I'll zoom in, find her up here like that a little bit. I have my coffee. Thanks. The only time they make a blooming hot coffee is when you don't really want hot coffee. Yeah, so that's the Spirit 2. Sea Road Mersey 2. Can you grab that again, please, mate? Hoping that will work. Go down here a bit. Have a look at the progress of the new wharf they're building. Just trying to keep it a little bit remotely interesting instead of me just sitting there doing nothing. They're getting a bit of depth there now with those long arms along the face of the wharf. Yeah, see, that's just me being lazy. On the cable tie everything. This is such more of a gentler ride for that. Skater girl. Hey. Little Miss Skater Girl. Those two silos in front of you, the cement silos. When I was a kid, it was only the smaller ones there, and they built the bigger one, or bigger two, and yeah. Remember all that? I used to go up there when I was a kid. And on the back of the Spirit there, you'll see the lovely little red ensign there, flying away. Sea Road Mersey's, oops. Sea Road Mersey's got hers up there too, but it's not as clear. That's what they're waiting for, was for the tide to stop running low.
Yep.
They'll go out and get her on a slack tide. We'll probably have the tugboats go past us when we're walking that way. Maybe.
Right, I'll let you go down there.
I'm not going down there today, it's a bit steep. But yep, you can go stay there. You can stay there, I know why. Just there, right, where the end of the line is, that's for the cement train, and a few years ago, the cement train ran away on them, and it went all the way from the cement works, which is about 20 minutes out the back, and it all landed way back behind me there, in the grass and that. I'll put a video together of all the video clips I got of it when it sort of crash landed, if you want to call it that. But yeah, there's the port. Pretty quiet old port today, but yeah. We'll go and have a look along the walking track in a sec. I'm just finishing my coffee off. And over there is where the spirits are going to be tying up. They're building a new wharf there. To cater for the spirit, the two new spirits, because they're going to be a lot bigger. They're going to be a lot bigger than that. But yeah, they're getting a good bit of depth there now. I reckon the two new ones are going to be here by the end of the year, by the start of next year. We'll see. We'll see if that's the case. Didn't stay there, I'm just going to go here for a sec.
Yeah, you're right.
That's how dodgy Devonport Council are. Well, no markings, just a couple of white lines. Someone spray painted there and little yellow signs saying look out trains. I don't know. To me they don't seem quite like when they want to just spend money on rubbish. Yeah. And it's only going to take someone that's drunk or something like that, walk across while there's a train coming, and then that's it. Not that we got many trains. But yeah, I went out there past those plovers there, out in the mouth of the river there. Had a quick look at the Goliath. We might even see the tugboats when we're coming back. That's why I'm sort of stalling. Because shipping, and nothing is on time when it comes to shipping. Can you just hold that for a sec, Nick?
Sorry, Chris.
Can you just hold that? Just don't press anything then. So I'm cooking. I'm going to jump in the boot, please. I'm really happy I got these chord things figured out.
Yep.
What's the time?
11:47.
I'm just stalling.
Yeah, you're right.
See if we can get past this thing here without them people screaming their heads off. Although, it's content. There's a hive of activity over there. Go for a walk up there, we will. We'll go end up there. Oh. Now my nose is going on me. Alright, you're right. Yeah, so I have to figure out somewhere else to go another sort of those Wednesdays is. Still the little ferry's not working still. Although I heard they're going to start that up again.
Oh, the little taxi.
The Torquay. That was the oldest existing running ferry in Australia, that was. Or still theoretically is. Like continuous running.
Yep.
I heard they're going to put a gas engine in it, like LPG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, little harbour shop, harbour Masters Cafe, that is. Turned into a coffee shop. A little coffee hoity-toities having their morning coffees. A little gossip zone by the river. But it's still cheaper to get a Macca's coffee. Alright, Harry, that's all good, mate. And go and have a look down that mouth of the river, Harry. The Goliath's going to be coming in shortly. She's all there lined up, ready to come in too. She got ground out the other day because she came back inside the pilot ground and we got told to turn her in and go back, get out of the zone sort of thing. They're all pretty strict on the Goliath nowadays. I knew that would happen. I'd take that cardigan off and I was going to be just right, and now I'm starting to cool down. No, well. It's amazing how much difference this makes, but it just, like, I'm not jiggling on my steering wheel, like, but this thing here picks it up. But yeah, so she's right on the leads, that Goliath. She's like, I'm waiting to come in, I want to come in. Because she was, once I get in line with that and that one there, she'll be in line with all of it.
Yep.
Or very close to. Oh, check that stuff up. Good to see me council rates at work. Plugging holes in. Once I move all my settings, I get all out of whack. And me little levers seized up a bit. Can you just shove me forwards a bit? Alright, that's it. That's better. Now I can lean my shoulder, my arm, and pity I didn't have a pole that just went here. Right, here's great. Why didn't I think of that before? Here we go, we've got a feral scooter rider coming up on us. She's old, he's a she. She's a he. Screaming around like Berman Evel Knievel. Oh, geez, Devonport's got some weirdos here now. And what a suit. Knocked it off from Elvis's wardrobe, that pink suit. I'll have to get a pink suit to go out with me. I'm nearly inclined to ring Andrew, and well, I've got to ring him anyway, but I'm nearly inclined to ring him and say, oh, I need Mick for another half an hour. You got a job after this? Yeah. Straight after?
No. Half an hour after. 2 o'clock.
That's no good.
Hang on. Well, let me have a look here.
Because she's down for 1 o'clock, 1:15 pilot, or 12:45 for 1 o'clock, 1:15 pilot, and then 1:30 lines.
Yeah, good, beautiful. How are you? That's good. First would like to know, can you extend me out for an extra half an hour for today? Yeah? Alright. And just put me down for Justin at 2:30. Alright, too easy. No worries. Okay, bye.
Cool.
So,
Well, looks like we are going to get to watch the ship now. That's good. That's good, thanks for that.
that's alright. See?
Didn't know you called Andrew beautiful.
No, it was raining.
Hear that chap? He's trying to tell me that his male boss isn't beautiful.
Well, from the photos you showed me last night, you think he's beautiful.
I
Bald head.
could Photoshop all that. There's the boat ramp down there. Low tide. We're waiting for the tide to stop running out. Because the Goliath has only got one propeller, twin rudders. It's going to have a tugboat, but they still have to wait for the tide to stop flowing. They're paranoid they're scared of the Goliath now. Now that it sank 2 tugboats. See, who says we don't have palm trees in Tassie? We got palm trees in Tassie. We got everything in Tassie. We got things for dogs, things for cats, walking paths, pubs, all sorts of stuff. A river. Oh well, we can wander up here, mosey on up. That battery hasn't even moved today.
No, I've been watching it.
I might have to put my cardigan back on a sec. Sorry if you're looking up in the air, chaps. I'm putting my cardi on. Right. Right there is a wreck called the Agnew. It used to be a hopper barge. It used to carry mud and stuff out of the river when they were dredging back in the old days, back in the 40s and 50s. And yeah, she went up there and that's where she still is. It's one of the wrecks of the river. And you see them two things, that thing there and that thing there, that's the leads to come out of the river. The ships line up to them going from behind me. And if they're not in line with them, they're not in the channel. And they stop. There's a good old gum tree. Good old Aussie gum tree, that. Look at that. This is beauty. Oh, well, that's good. I'm pleased. I don't like going out without getting a ship. Now, I was told someone last week I'd get them a photo of when that there, and that there was a slipway, right, back in the day. I'm still going to do it. I haven't forgotten. Back in the old days where they used to build wooden boats. And here's the, there you go. Don't know if you can read that. It says sailing ships capable of carrying up to 400 tonnes were built on slipways in the depressions on both sides of this can in the 19th century. So that hump there and that hump there behind me where they built ships back in the old days. Just saying. I'll show you that wreck again in a sec properly. Better view of it. Yeah, it'll be good when you come back up, Harry. It'll be good when you come back up, mate. temperature's gone down. It was 20 there before, now it's gone back down 18. Just a different view of the river from this bit. And there's that wreck of that barge that I was saying about, the Agnew. And the cenotaph over there again. How much oxygen have I got? Yeah, I've got them all on my computer. What's my Dave saying?
1,500
How much in the green? That's talk.
in the green.
I thought halfway, quarter, 3/4.
3/4.
Oh no, got. Yeah, I've got them all on computer.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have.
I just haven't done it yet.
No, that's all right. Well, I'll bring it up, and in case you didn't, I was going to say I'll send some through to you.
Good. Yeah, so that's our cenotaph, like I showed you last week. I'll show you as I can. Not going in there, but yeah. Today's just turned into a ship spotting day. I used to always go down here. It's usually one of my little vantage points when I come in to do shipping. Because I can get the mouth of the river from that way. And I can get, and then they come in real close to here. That's the closest point. You can walk up to that pylon there right now. It slides out that much. And yeah, not a bad vantage point. Yeah, heaps better holding it. So yeah, not a bad little spot. Times like these I wish I had 2 phones, because while I'm using this one, I'm too scared to use it for anything else in case I turn the stream off. Like I don't need to, I've just got to see, got to just suck it and see. So what time have I got you till now?
2.
2. What time is it now?
12 minutes past 12. Hour and 45.
Right, I think we've got about an hour and a bit. Hang on, what did you say?
12:12 now.
Oh,
So
I think we've only got
an
about
hour and 45.
You can always tell when they've been dredging anywhere in the river because they get sand, the single rock falls away. Get a bit of an easterly wind blowing, pulls the rock off, exposes the sand. Lots of sand drifts down the river from where they're making that new wharf and stops there on the beach, on the rocks. You don't normally get a sandy beach on the river. Like that. You don't normally get a sandy little beach like that on the river. I don't know if you can see her out there, she's just there. She'll get bigger when she gets closer. Look how good's that, look at that. What a dog water and bowl, seagulls too. I like that. That's probably one of the that is one of the very few things that I think's a good idea that the council's put in. They're looking after the animals at least. They don't look after their people, but they look after their animals. They look after the tourists, all because they want the tourist dollar. But they don't treat us very well. But they don't mind taking our money in rates and taxes and stuff. Land taxes and rates and this, that and the other. I don't even know where to mute this, so sorry about coughing into that. See the old retaining wall they built years ago, just out of bluestone, or whatever you call it. River rock, I suppose. It's all the same as what's on the river. Well, I hope they're getting a better ride. There's nobody there in the chat that I can ask at the moment, so... We've been 1 hour. Go out and see old King Neptune and his little doodle. I'll wait for his ship. Because we'll probably go back to that bit down there, maybe. Don't know yet. Shipping is so unpredictable, it's worse than weather. They can say it's going to be at a certain time and then it'll be at such and such a time, but she's certainly not at anchor because she's facing the wrong way. So there's some good driftwood down there. Pity you're not allowed to get it. All these places is like, look at that bit there, that knotty bit, that ridgy bit. I'd cut that off and put it in resin. That'd come up good. Yeah, all sorts of things and stuff like that. Resin seems to be the way to go these days. They get all the flags flying for a change up on the signal station. Although one of them's the Devonport Council flag right at the top, which is a bit of an insult. But what do you expect? Again, a Devonport City Council organisation run by people that don't really know what they're doing and what they're on about. So, seal feeding time, guys. And I've got the round of hay out for the seals. See what I mean? They look after the seals and all that. They've even that pontoon that come up on the flood there, that's still sitting there. I wonder if anybody knows that's there. Probably not. Great. She needs a good feed. They need to share. See, look, they're all here. Seal feeding time. See? They're around the hay there. But they won't come until high tide. Little whinging, booming shit off down there. Squeaking with a broken voice box. Nice little puppy dog. Didn't see any tugboats coming out of the river behind me. No. Oh dear. I don't really want to go any much further. I'll show them the signal station. So, where the Maritime Museum is I told you the other ages ago, they got the signal station there. Well, that flag on the top's the Devonport City Council flag, and then they've got the Tasmanian flag flying on the after staff of it. If they knew what they were doing, they'd have a maritime flag up there. But they don't know what they're doing, so that's why they don't. Again, a case of being run by twits. We'll go up here for a quick look. For West is starting to go. She didn't want to be on camera because her hand hit herself.
We've got a tug coming out.
Oh, good, good. That's good timing then. If it's orange, yeah. There's our pilot boat heading out to the Goliath.
I'll be up in a sec, Bruce.
There's our pilot boat. Out to the Goliath there, that little dot, that black dot that's out there. Yeah, so there you go. We're going to head back to where we were before. There's our little plaque about old mate King Neptune there. Have a quick read of that. Press pause when you're done with that. Back down here to catch the time we ooze on down here, we'll have the tugboat coming out, we'll have a pilot boat coming back in with the Goliath. That's the sport boat. Where I went down there before.
Yep, down on the grass there. Yep.
That's where I'm going.
Not a problem. Too bad if this problem.
Yeah. No, I figure by the time we get there, the pilot boat will be coming in again. The tug will be hanging around where we're going to. And yeah. camper van's got the self-sorter, got their own solar panel. There's a hell of a lot of shit in there. I suppose they're solar panels. Don't know if they're solar panels or not. A cool looking little puppy dog. Trucker over there, I don't want to shoot my camera at all, they might shoot me. There's our bale of silage for the seals. Must be squeaky seagull though. They're just squeaking. Rani just sent me a message. What did she say? She said something about you. She has Mick doing something. Can't really see on my phone yet. I have to wait until I get home.
Yeah, it was probably a shift change.
Probably telling me that you're staying, hey?
Shift change Friday.
Oh, right, eh?
She's got me coming in Friday morning.
Yeah. Fair enough. Didn't know any different, but yep, good.
No, it just happened.
Yeah. No, I'm pleased how they sort of let me know how the changes are happening. G'day. Should have told her just jump on YouTube, he's live streaming and put it down on that. Temperature's going down, she's gone down to 17 from 20.
So that pilot boat will be guiding it in until it gets to the tug, yeah?
No, the pilot or the boat will be dropping the pilot off onto the ship, and the ship will be coming in under the pilot's instructions.
Okay.
The pilot boat will just come back in and tie up.
Yep.
He's just taking the pilot out there, and so he can hold their incompetent hands.
And if anything happens, or anything goes wrong, it's on the pilot's hands.
Depends. It depends if it's like the other week, human error.
Yep.
When the engine stopped, it's engineers, you know, like the pilots. The captain of the ship at the end of the day is pretty much the one that's going to get his ass ranked.
Yep.
If the pilot stuff's up, yeah, it's on him. But if the
It's got to prove it.
yeah, and they've got like planes, they've got black boxes in the wheelhouse. You got to actually watch what you say up on the bridge because it's been recorded and all that. Sometimes they've got cameras. You know, gossip's on behind us.
Hello, how you doing?
G'day. Very, very chatty people.
So it's a good thing about they're not being abusive.
Yep. Yeah, it could be worse. Could be like them ones down on that park bench there before. I know what I'm going to do next time with it. I'm going to take the tripod bit off it. I don't need that. Yeah, because quite often the tug will, oh well. See, they told the Goliath to turn around again. Got two came for themselves. So she'll just take a turn out of herself, or she could be giving them away. She might be giving them away. G'day. Yeah, so just go down there, and I'm not going to go all the way back. Oh, well, depends. Oh, it just depends. See what the time lets us do. I might just zip down and zip back to save you zipping down and zipping back if I decide to. Don't know if I'm going to yet. Just go down there a fair bit and film. Just get a good view from going up river from there. That one out river. There she is all the way out there. There's our toad. Prepare for a little bit. Watch this tug come past there. The little old Wilga. The Wilga beast. She's heading out to assist the Goliath coming in. Only for jam for transports, really. So sometimes I'll prop there or here. She'll prop out there at the mouth of the river, the breakwater. Drive on to go up the hill. Some of them got one of them buzz bike things. And the pilot boat's just left the Clive coming back in. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but I can see it. So pilot's on board. Pilot boat's heading back in. The Clive's that thing out there at the end of the breakwater. There. The pilot boat's about there, way out. You won't be able to see it because if you don't know what you're looking for, you will. If you don't know what you're looking for, you won't. Most people think they're looking for colours, but you don't. Can you see it?
Yep, just to the right of it.
Lots of people wouldn't see that because they'll go, oh, no.
You see the wash behind it occasionally.
So yeah, it's a little old tug wheelger. That's the tug that got spared by the Goliath. That was the third tug that was at the berth that had only just missed. But yeah, the Goliath out there. She's going to just come back onto the weeds. I want to go back over that way to my little vantage point so I can get comfortable with it. Get a bit of a run up here to get up the hill. And there's a train too. If I went hard enough I'd catch the train, but I'm not gonna. G'day. Although I could, and I'm gonna. You just stay there, Mick, or wander somewhere. stay off the road. I'm just going on the train track. I'll come back this way. So we're going to try and catch a train too. chuck a train in on it all too while we're at it. Maybe. If we get there quick enough. Don't too bad. We get a bit of train action, so why not? Yeah, look at you. Straight up. This has worked out alright. The other train coming. That was it. Ever felt ripped off by a train? I just have. Fancy that. Screaming up here like a cat just for 3 locomotives. No, well. Never mind. Sorry about all the coughing, folks. Anyway, not every day you get to come scrambling up the river there for 3 locomotives. We went on down here and continue on with our ship. Oh well, filled a bit of time in. Screen down there, screen back. I'll get down there and ask our support worker what time it is. G'day Gary. How are you, mate? Just out doing a bit of ship, train, pilot boat, tugboat spotting. Setting up here, just been up here, but just screaming back to get the Goliath coming in. I just bolted down there to catch a train, and it was only 3 locomotives, no freight cars, but anyway, killed the time a bit. So I was just heading back up here to get to my little vantage point to watch the, we've got the pilot boat coming back in as we speak. By the time I get down to my little parking spot, we'll have the ship. Have a look at this fella here, sitting there like a dog. So I'll just get down here so I can get this pilot boat going past. Get it going down past the wreck. The old barge. So this is what we're looking at today, Gary. Don't know if your eyes can see the tugboat, the ship, the pilot boat right behind that pylon there. Filthy old plover just there, somewhere there. Dirty old plover with a broken voice. I'm just waiting for the yep. I've just asked him for a bit of an extension of time. Parked myself in a real bad spot. Fix that. Park there, but not on the ants. Don't want to get infested by ants. So I'm going to have to go here. Sorry, Mick.
You're right, Chris. You're right.
Down here. Years ago we used to have a pilot boat called the Hawk. Gary. Yeah, gets along alright though, pilot boat. Getting a few years on it now, but so am I. No, not much wind today. I'm sort of out of the wind a bit. Plus I'm hand driving the gimbal today, so I'm trying my best. That's the thing that my ashes are going to get spread out in the river on. Okay, I get. Yeah, they'll go up and they'll get into the lines boat, so to take the ship's lines. Mick Barney messaged me again. I don't know what for. Do you know?
Yep, shift change Sunday. You got me Sunday morning.
Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. What time is it now?
12:55.
When have I got you till?
2.
Shot all the way up there for that train.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only 3 locomotives. Yeah, it was getting along a little bit. They get along alright, those pilot boats, Gary. They do about 36 knots. That was only doing about 20, 18 knots or something like that, but yeah. So we're just waiting on the old gollywob to come in. Yeah. I just had myself set up there, and then the bell started dinging, and this blooming white van stops right in front of me. Then he started to move backwards, and I thought, don't move backwards, there's a car behind you. But anyway. So I got 3 dirty, great big loud locomotives going past in the middle of the picture. Never thought I'd be disappointed by a locomotive, Gary. What time did you say it was?
3 minutes to 1.
And what time have I got you till?
2.
It's only just going to work out alright. I don't mind a train, Gary, but, you know, I'd rather a ship. We don't have many trains over here in Tassie, Gary. It's all just freight. So they're a bit of a novelty. If there's something like a train or a tugboat or a ship or something, I always try to get it. How's this gimbal going, Gary? Am I too wobbly or not? Got Tasmanian Parliament having a session up top there. Oh, that's good. I've gone to just holding the gimbal myself instead of being a lazy prick and cable tying it to the scooter. Sitting there waiting for ships. There's every chance I could end up back down there too. Or not all the way, but nearly. Well, that plover there. Looking for a friend. It's never going to get one, not while it's around me. Look at them all go. We're out of here. Oh, because that plover wanted a friend. I've just got to try and get used to holding a Gary, that's all. And not accidentally pressing buttons and stuff like that. Does it show up on the computer, Gary, with that I'm actually live streaming two places at once? Like I'm live streaming Port of Newcastle and here at the same time. Can you see that? It's on two screens, cool. And I clever little biscuit then, being able to multi-stream, or whatever you want to call it. Although I'm streaming on StreamYard and I'm streaming on Prism, so two separate entities, I guess. They look miles away, but they're only about a mile out. Kind of wish they'd hurry up because I've had enough. Yeah, big heap of ants up there on that bit. That's why I didn't want to stop there. Because you know what would happen, wouldn't you?
I'd have to do a little bit of work.
Yeah, I'm on the phone on this one here, Gary. I'm not even near my computer. That's why I've had the chat turned off on that one. It's easy just to turn the chat off and bother with it, you know. Hasn't affected anything. Little Betty girl got about 16,000 views yesterday, so she's holding the fort up quite well for me. Told her this morning to keep it up or she can go. She can get a job. But the tug's mainly just standby because of the paranoia of it all. I hate waiting. I'm going to go that way. You stay hanging around here.
Mm.
And then I'm going to go that way probably.
When you go south, I'll start walking there.
Alright. I'll go up here a bit. Alright. We'll go for a wander, Gary. I'll take you for a wander. Yeah, it actually isn't that windy today, Gary, I must admit. See if we can get a ship. We'll get a... I'm hanging around like a blooming twit with the support worker, but I'm here to get the ship. Get yourself up here a bit. The bees are. Hello, finally, how are you? Nice, nice. I'm hoping you're enjoying my hometown. We're doing a bit of ship spotting at the moment. We've got a tug, Wilga out there to assist the Goliath coming in to the port. As soon as I find it. Yeah, we're waiting, just watching this ship here. Oh yeah, we had a train coming in before. Bunch of blooming noisy seagulls sitting there. Yeah, so we're out here just to watch this ship. Car parked behind me and people feeding the birds, the seagulls. But yeah, we'll get that bit here and then we'll go from there because I can't stand the sound of seagulls. 3 AM in Ireland. York came. Appreciate you coming in though. I appreciate all your little messages too. All your messages, I appreciate them. This is the ship that took 2 tugboats out in one hit and missed that one. Get going a bit from here because they know I'm filming, they're doing it deliberately. These shit hawks. Get up to this little bit here and then hopefully get back to the other bit and then get back to the other bit after that. It's all plain, cyclone chasings with this, all this shit. Where are you? I really don't like this gimbal much. I can actually keep up with the Goliath, but it's the spirit and that I can't keep up with. But this thing here, she'll be going as slow as a wet week.
Em likes the chicken though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he likes
They like chicken. They love their chicken. Well, I've been streaming there 2 hours. No wonder I've had enough of it. I've even extended my support worker for by half an hour so I could do this. So, yeah. To my support workers, thanks for letting me do that. I've not tried it, I've thought about it. Yeah, I might look into it, Gary. If I'm going to go doing this, although I'm only doing this once a week, you know, is it worth it? Is it really, really worth it? Right, so I'm going to turn around and go back the other way and then go back to that other spot so I can get it nice and close to me and you and Beezer. I'll zoom out a bit first because it's not as wobbly. Yeah, so this is the River Mersey River, the Beezer, Devonport, Tasmania. Look at all them women shit hawks here. Look at them all. Dirty rotten nuts. But yeah, we'll get down here as much as my health will let me, Gary. I'll keep coming down. And I'm just being lazy. Look, I think the more I use this gimbal, the more used to it I'll get. You know. Yeah, it depends on how expensive the body cams are, You know, we've got winter time coming. Got all sorts of little factors that right now are a little bit against me. Because, you know, I don't know, just can't go out when it's cold. When it's freezing cold, that just gets my lungs. It just pretty much stops me in my tracks. The shithawks are a pest. We might actually just stay here. See if I can get it so we can get the sheep, yep. Please, I will. Absolutely, I will. Thank you for coming in and being taking a bit of interest in what happens here. I don't do the lives that much anymore because it just knocks me, but it's good. It's good when I can. Love it when I can. But I hope I'm not being too shaky for you. And it's great being a nice day without any wind. But there's that old barge, that old wreck. That's the old Agnew there. Yeah, don't blame me, Gary. That used to be an old hopper barge. But yeah, she's dead. She's at the bottom of the tide at the moment. She looks alright, the old Goliath, when she comes out of dry dock. Tug's got a good line up. Tug's on a long line. It's going to just sit there and look pretty. This looks good for the insurance man, basically. Yeah, it's even better today, Gary, because I'm holding it and not jiggling around with it too much. But I'm soon dried out now, so that gives you a rough idea how close I am to the river. Like, there's the channel, the green and the red there. So once it gets through the goalposts, I'm going to be screaming down towards the other end there. See if I can get it turning and all that. But I will, the visa, I will tell the support worker that for sure. Black's good. Any colour as long as it's black in my book when it comes to boats, ships, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that old Goliath. Wouldn't think she took out 2 tugs. Only one hit. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. If I can do this sort of stuff, I'm happy. Happy little Vegemite. If I waved hard enough, they'd probably wave back, but I can't be bothered waving. She's about 180, oh, I don't know, I'll have to Google that again. Forget how long she is, 100 and something. So that's the closest I'll get to it, going through the sticks there. Right, so I'm about to start my motor up again and head down to the next spot. But yeah, I used to work on them tugs back in the day. We'll just go. Otherwise we'll miss it. I'm going to go all the way down there, Mick. I'll follow you, I'll catch you on here somewhere.
Yep.
I don't know how far up I'm going to go. See if I can get up in front of her again and keep an eye on the way I'm going, where I'm going, so I don't run over anyone. Then I can get a few bits and pieces off this video so I can turn it into shorts. And yeah. Might not get all the way up there, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Because I'm actually gaining them. They're off. I reckon we'll get up here and we'll get into a decent advantage point again, as long as nobody gets in my way. Sorry, I'm not reading chat just at the moment because I'm doing about 20 k's an hour on a walking track, so just trying to get up here and round. Watch this little fella come in. Fancy putting the car park here, you know. Cars in my way. About 10 over 10 metres, Gary, I think. Memory, 10.6 metres or something. That's alright. We're gaining, we're doing about the same speed as her. The Spirits are the ones, and the Sea Road Mersey and the Lycoot, they're pretty much the ones that I can't keep up with. But see, she's slowing right down now. If we'll get up here, and we'll get her to go past us again. I'm a bit of a lunatic when I'm on a mission. I love my ships, as you've noticed. The new batteries on the scooters, they're going well. But all it takes is for one stupid person to be not looking where they're going. Yeah, deep enough, mate. Deep enough. Going through a bit of a dead zone here, so won't be gaining on it. We'll get up to where we want to be, and then she'll go past us again. People growl at me for going this quick on the walking track. We'll get up here into a nice little spot so we can watch it turn, and then we pretty much got it all. We've got all that we want, sort of thing. See, I'm about a ship length in front of her now. So I'll see if I can set myself up nicely somewhere, and there she is again. There we go. Haven't we seen this ship somewhere before? On the scooter, plenty of grunt. Yep, absolutely. So the Goliath, the Spirit 2 and the Zero Mersey 2, 3 Australian flagged and crewed ships. Pretty much the only place in Australia you'll find 3 Australian ships all in a row, see? And the tugboat, of course. But yeah. Boys giving us a wave. Oh, it's good to get away from the lads. They all know I miss it. And there's the lines photo I was saying about. Did the pilot boat crew come out to jump on that? Yep, you like the Spirit, do you? The visa, there she is. Spirit 2. Hey Gary, what time is it, mate? Oh cool, we'll have to have a look, Gary. And if it's any good, can I restream? Can I share it without getting a copyright? If it's any good. Old Wilga's just about to push up. She's not doing much, she's only just making it look good. It's only got those engines clutched in. But yeah, Gary, what time is it, mate? and there's the lines boat, 127. Alright, well I better go. I've got to go, my support workers are only here till 2, so I better get back up to him, but I'll stall for a sec and try and get it halfway around at least. But yeah, well, it's nice to get away from the lads of the tug. Well, in saying that, I probably would have got a wave off the ship if I waved at them, but anyway. So that was the Goliath coming in. I do have to go back towards a support worker, but yeah, Sea Road Mersey 2, Spirit 2, Goliath 3, Australian flagged, and cruise ships. What ship is that? The Baser? What ship? The Goliath. Well, in saying that, she is pretty famous for hitting those tugs. But yeah, we'll head back up here and yeah, alright Gary, the starts, you got all the good bits. Probably 5 minutes before you come on is when I'd seen the train, so you could probably just, you don't have to go to the start because, you know, it's boring. So there, that was a little bit of ship spotting from outside my house. Now we'll go back home, pat my dog, see if she forgives me for being out. Couple of old Arabs there. There's the old support worker down here. Didn't mean for him to... I've had him walking up down the river for the last 2 hours. The visa, thanks so much. Every Wednesday I do this, if it's not raining. If I don't do it, I usually put a community post up, but I forgot today. But yeah, every Wednesday I do this. So yeah, I'm a little bit buggered now, but I'm about 100 metres away from the support worker, who we'll see him here in a sec. He's just sitting there, leaning on this rail, just loving it. A couple lads out there fishing, Gary. They'd be lucky to catch a cold after the ship just come in and stirred it all up. Nick, I've got a viewer from Ireland who said to say thank you very much for staying on for a little bit longer so I can catch these ships.
That's alright.
Message passed on, the visa. So now we're going back home. I might pick up the pace a bit because it's nearly time. But yeah, Gary, I'll have a look at your video when I get home. And as usual, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe and share and all that shit. But yeah, the bees every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, probably, like I've been streaming it for nearly 2.5 hours now, so 2.5 hours your time, that's what, 1 o'clock in the morning. And they've given you the thumbs up and g'day. You get me g'day from Geelong, g'day from Ireland, somewhere in Ireland, I don't know where, but somewhere. Get people from everywhere. It's good.
At least you know it's getting out there.
Yep. And they get to see sort of how we do, you know, what it's like here and what it's not like there. All that stuff. He's got his steps up today, Gary. We've walked up to the mouth of the river, we've walked back down, now we're walking about halfway up.
Just over 8,000.
He's just done 8,000 steps. And after he's done me, he's got to go to another client, so yeah. So I'm pretty lucky to have this mob. Cork City. The city of Cork. That's where the Beezer is, over in Ireland. Is there any cool webcams, like webcams over your way to the Beezer? Like that's a port in there. Is it a port or fishing, like a fishing boat port? And it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning where he is.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to Google Cork, see what sort of webcams are around the place. I'll be just like one of these little old ladies that get in everyone's way. Cheers, Gary. Thanks. Thanks for the super chat, mate. Appreciate that. Beers are on Gary. Can't actually sing you a song at the moment, Gary. I'm a bit shy. You know what I'm like when it comes to the songs. I'll get a song made up for you though, a little super chat song. Run over that glass. Where are my people with smashed glass? And I love being able to do this and only be like that far away from the river, from home. I'm good with that. Because if I had to jump in the car and travel half an hour to get to the river, I wouldn't go anywhere near the river. It'd be a case of bugger that. But there's that cool old gum tree that I shown you this before. Oh, Gary, I'd be worse than you. I can't even hum. I'm very, very musically challenged. There's a little coffee shop right next door to where I live. There's a dog bowl there. Good on them. On the home straight. My hips feel as if they want to fall out. Poor hips are suffering at the moment. Mixed hips are probably ready to fall out too, but I'm working that hard.
It's actually quite good.
They're supposed to. Hello. You've got to be happy with the posties. What's good firewood, Gary? That house back there. I missed it. Anyway, it's time, people. Time I shut this one down. Alright, that's it for this one, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for popping in.